A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter cell cycle and cell division, and the topic is cell cycle. Cell cycle is an important phenomena in which when any cell undergoes in cell cycle it is also takes place in a regulated manner in which different stages cell follow the different stages or undergoes in different stages for the maturation or also for the division. Now, the cell cycle consists of mainly two phases, that is M phase or interphase. M phase and interphase. M phase and interphase. This is the cell cycle. Cell cycle. So the small M phase is the very small phase. This phase is M phase, or also said to be mitotic phase. And this phase is interphase. Interphase. Interphase also consists of three phases mainly. These three phases are G1 phase, G not a small phase, it is not a phase, this is stage. Now G naught, G S phase, then G1 phase, G2 phase. Now cell cycle consists of two phases mainly, interphase or M phase, that is mitosis phase. The interphase also carried or divided into main three phase, this G1, S phase, then G2 phase. G1 is a growth first phase. G1 is growth first phase. G0 is simply quiescent stage of cell. S phase is synthesis phase. G2 phase is growth second. Growth second phase. Now, these are M phase is also divided into four phases. These four phases are prophase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and finally is telophase. 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 So these are the 4 phases which are takes place when the cell undergoes in cell division, either in mitosis or meiosis division. If the meiosis division takes place in a cell or germ cell, so the 2 mitotic phase included in the meiosis phase, where the prophase first and second, metaphase first and second, anaphase first, second, and telophase first, second, both are takes place in a cell. Now G1 phase is simply a growth phase in which because newly formed, when the cell cross the telophase stage, it is converted, the cell form 2 daughter cell. That 2 daughter cell are not functional or not functional because they are newly formed. Even for the for proper functioning, they have to synthesize protein or enzyme. For example, if the RBCs get synthesized from the bone marrow or stem cells of bone marrow, so newly formed RBC do not function because that have the nucleus and the cell other organelle, because as we know, in the mature RBCs the nucleus is absent and the other cell organelles are also absent, for increasing the number of hemoglobin, so that the more the number of hemoglobin can carry more number of oxygen molecule. That's why this is the reason behind the degeneration of all the nucleus and the membrane bound cell organelles. So that is the reason. So the newly formed RBCs are not non-functional because they are newly synthesized. They have so much cell organelle or the space covered by the cell organelle and the nucleus. They are not functional. When they are filled with hemoglobin, then only they can perform function. So for this purpose, the newly formed RBCs undergoes in G1, or that is undergoes in maturation for performing the function of their characteristic function. So that's why they undergoes in G1 phase. So newly formed RBCs are not functional, or like other cells are also, when they newly just after the division they are non-functional. If they are going to functional, so they undergoes in G1 phase for synthesizing protein and enzyme. For example, if the muscle cells formation occurs, so newly synthesized muscle cells are also not functional if they don't have the protein as like actin or myosin. If the protein synthesized in G1 stage, then only they function. After the synthesis of all the components, then cell undergoes in G0 phase. That means there is no need for further development. In S phase, only those cells undergoes in S phase, those have to divide like continuously. Those have to divide continuously for the synthesis of other cells or increasing the number of cells. For example, the lifespan of RBCs are 120 days. After 120 days, there is need for more RBCs, RBCs cell. So the stem cell not undergoes in G0 phase because there is need for the formation of time to time RBCs, WBCs, and the blood cells, other blood cells. Like our skin cell, because continuous molting is happening in our skin cell, so if any scratch a wound occur on our skin, or formation occur on our skin. So our skin undergoes in the G0 for the in S phase for in the multiplication phase for the recovery of that portion recovery. So skin do not undergoes in G0 phase. Those cells which do not undergoes in the cell division, only that type of cell undergoes in G0 phase, like brain cell, like neurons and muscle cells, etc. Now those cells are nephron to kidney nephron also not undergoes in the G0 not undergoes in the further cell division. So in the lifetime, if any disease is caused in kidney, in neurons, or in nephrons, or in muscles, so there is no recovery of that type of cells because of this feature. They do not have the centriole or do not undergoes in the cell division too. So that is the reason behind the G0 phase, quiescent stage. Now these cells undergoes in quiescent stage. There is no need for the further development. So that is the reason behind they undergoes in G0 phase. Or the cells of skin and the other epithelial membrane of buccopharyngeal cavity or buccal cavity, epithelial membrane of urogenital tract. So these these cells always undergoes in the cell division. That's why they never goes to G0 phase, quiescent stage, because there is need for the synthesis of the chromosome. Now next is S phase, those cells which undergoes in cell division. So there is duplication of their genetic material, then only after they transfer their genetic material into the one set of genetic material into the daughter cell also. So for this purpose, for the cell division, they undergoes the synthesis phase. In the synthesis phase, they actually synthesize the cell actually synthesize the DNA molecule. The duplication of DNA, duplication and replication of DNA takes place into the S phase when the cell has decided that they undergoes in cell division. They have to form two daughter cell. So there is need for the two set of chromosomes. For that purpose only the cell undergoes the synthesis phase, where duplication and the replication of DNA takes place. Now then after in G2 phase, after the synthesis, after the duplication of the genetic material, the cell undergoes in the cell undergoes in G2 phase, where the synthesis of the enzyme and protein which are required in the M phase or mitosis phase, that are synthesized in the G2 phase. That the proteins which are needed for the cell division, like metaphase proteins, like cyclin B or metaphase protein or AMP protein, all are synthesized into the G2 phase. The proteins or enzymes which are needed for the synthesis of DNA replication, all like helicase, DNA polymerase, all are synthesized at the end of G1 phase. So here is the overall about the cell cycle, different stages of cell cycle. Now let us discuss about the M phase of cell cycle, where the M phase of cell cycle is divided into 4 parts: prophase, metaphase, and anaphase, telophase. M phase or mitosis phase. M phase or mitosis phase. The M phase and mitosis phase consist of 4 stages, divided into 4 stages. These anaphase, and the last one is fourth stage is telophase. Telophase. So in the mitosis phase, when the cell undergoes in mitosis phase, the cell perform two function or two division. First is karyokinesis and second is cytokinesis. The karyokinesis is simply the division of nucleus. Division of nucleus or division of karyon, that means nucleus, is known as karyokinesis. The metaphase include M phase or mitosis phase include two phases, karyokinesis or second is cytokinesis. Karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis performed by the cell after maturation of nucleus. That means all enzymes and protein get synthesized. Then the nucleus division takes place, or after cytoplasmic division, that is nuclear division. Here is cytoplasmic nuclear division or cytoplasmic division. Cytoplasmic division, nuclear division and cytoplasmic division. Now let us discuss about the prophase first. Prophase first, for the nuclear division, there is need for the prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Finally, nucleus is get divided into the telophase. Now prophase is the starting phase of nuclear division or the nuclear division by dissolving the nuclear membrane. By dissolving the nuclear membrane of nuclear membrane, then because the centrioles are present, also present in the dimer form, so centromere also get started. Movement of centromere also get started towards the opposite pole. Centriole move towards the opposite pole. Because there is duplication of centrosome, or after the duplication of centrosome, these two centriole move towards the opposite pole. Then after, there is condensation of genetic material. Condensation of genetic material. Condensation of genetic material. So this is the process takes place in prophase. Now in prophase stage, first is prophase. So in the prophase stage of mitosis division, the cell, the nuclear membrane started or dissolution of nuclear membrane takes place. After the dissolution of nuclear membrane, there is duplication of centrosome, or the duplicated centrosome move towards the opposite pole with respect to each other, and there is also the condensation of genetic material. Also, other the membrane bound cell organelles also become degenerated or degenerated into protein or enzyme, or only the cell consists of cytoplasm or genetic material. In the nuclear division or karyokinesis, there is only the division of two nuclear content only. So that's why there is condensation process takes place in the nucleus, where the condensation of DNA into the chromosome takes place. Further, the cell move into the metaphase division. Metaphase, in the metaphase, the chromosome second is metaphase. Metaphase, nuclear division, nuclear membrane fully dissolved. Now the centrioles also move towards the opposite pole, Now the spindle fiber formation occur. Here is also the formation of spindle fiber occur, or the chromosome become fully condensed. So here is chromosome. So this is the structure of chromosome, where the chromosome fully condensed. There is a formation of centromere or chromatid on chromosome because they are fully condensed. Chromatid arm. This one is centromere. Now, centriole give rise to spindle fibers. Spindle fibers. Now, the spindle fiber attached to the kinetochore present on centromere. So, here is kinetochore present on centromere. They attach to the spindle fiber attached to the kinetochore present on centromere. It is a disc-like shape which help in the splitting of DNA. Now, finally, after the attachment with the kinetochore, the spindle fiber move towards the centriole or split the DNA or separate the DNA towards the opposite pole. Now here is the another significant characteristic of the metaphase. That means all the chromosome lined on equator position. Equator chromosome line on equator. Lined on equator or arranged on equator. Another is spindle fiber attached to the kinetochore kinetochore, or there is fully condensed DNA is present in the metaphase. Now then after metaphase is followed by the anaphase stage. So in the anaphase and telophase we will discuss in next class. So here is the overall about the cytokinesis, karyokinesis, mitosis division, cell cycle, where the cell cycle is divided into two phase, M phase or interphase, and in M phase G1 as G2 phase are present, or G0 phase is extra in which the cell do not undergoes in division, those undergoes in the G0 phase. Sorry. Now here is the overall about the prophase and metaphase. In next class we will discuss about the anaphase and telophase. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me, and thank you for listening and watching me.